What's going on, you guys? Grace and love to everybody. It's Life Aspects with Visionary Rose. Thank you guys for tuning in, rocking and watching and listening to those episodes on Life Aspects with Visionary Rose. So I was in Proverbs 31st chapter 8 through 9. And so it talks about speaking out for those who aren't able to speak out for themselves, or people simply who don't have a voice to speak out for themselves. And so as I read that scripture, it reminded me of how justice is number one important. And for those of you guys who are going through like tough times and stuff like that, understand that God is going to bring justice to your particular situation. But in Proverbs, what I got of it was that, speaking out on those who really don't know who God is, or speaking out on those, who really doesn't really have, like the voice to speak out or stand up for themselves in all of this, like, evil and cruel world. So what I took from that was I thought about how the spirit of confusion runs rapid around here. And so I encourage you today that God is bringing justice, like I said, to every situation that you have had. And so the spirit of confusion shall no longer live with you or be near you. The enemy wants to confuse you with things that he's already working out on, that God has already worked out on, because we don't see it. We feel as if that he's forgotten about us. He's putting that cherry on top, and God is not the author of confusions. And that is 1 Corinthians where it talks about how God is not the author of confusion. And so in this season, you got to be reminded that God is not the author of confusion, and that when your mental level, when those thoughts, when the enemy puts those thoughts into your head, those thoughts to make you feel low about yourself, those thoughts to tell you would never make it, or those thoughts to keep you stuck mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, even on days where you don't really have much to do, but you have to get up and do some stuff, and then the enemy tries to stop you. And also be mindful of the spiritual attacks that come across your way. God does not operate in those wicked things. So let me tell you this, although you may not believe in the witchcraft and stuff like that, don't be blindsided by it, because people can send you spirits to be lazy. People can send you spirits to overeat, to be unhealthy with yourself, even mentally, to have you like bound and like depressed and stuff like that. So when you get those feelings of sadness and all of that stuff that comes over you, understand that's not you. That's not your feelings. That's not your mindset. That's not you. That's coming from the enemy or whoever wants to try to send things your way. But understand that God has the final say so over your life, and that he is always in control no matter what. I love you guys, and y'all stay rocking with Life Aspects with Visionary Rose. Y'all have an awesome weekend. Grace and love.